guys, I wanted to quickly go over the basics of using Git. So let's jump in and look at a few different examples and see what I can do for the video. Alright, so these are my goals. One, to create a Git repository, show you how to do that. Let's just do that right now. Let's do a command here in the terminal, it's just git init. And that is all you got to do to let Git start tracking the files that are in your folder. So now let's look at the next bullet point and understanding the states. So Git has a state of being clean, a state of having changes, and staged. So let's create a file, index.html, and so this is the one of the changes that it shows in the state. So an untracked file, index.html. So to add that, you can just do a git add and then the name of the file. And it actually hints that right here in the terminal for you. So you can do that, and then this file is now, instead of being in the changes, it's in the staged state. So it says changes to be committed. So it has a new file, and if we do that, to actually save it, we want to do a git commit with a message that says a useful message for you if you want to look back at the history of the messages later. So, and again, git status, working tree clean. So those states that we're looking at, so there's changes. Anytime you do git status and it shows something, those are considered as changes. Staged is when it says it's ready for commit, and then clean is the state that we're in right now, where we've already done a commit and no files have changed. So that's the basics of the states there, and how to commit changes. I already showed you how to do that. It's just the git commit command with a message. And now let's show you how to make a new branch. So by default, you actually have one branch called master. I think there are some repositories now that use main as their branch name by default, but master is what I have typically seen. So to create a new one, you just use the command git branch and you name it whatever you want. So I'm going to do secrets, and then it can show which ones are there. The asterisk is determining which one that you have currently that you're working on. So I want to check out my secrets branch and do some new work on that branch instead of master. So let's do a git checkout branch, or sorry, not branch, git, and the name of the branch is what I was trying to say there. Git checkout secrets. And the working tree is still clean, so there's no changes yet. So here, I'm actually gonna kind of go skipping ahead to 6. We're gonna add a file called secrets.json, and we are gonna add a secret in here called a password. Now, you don't really want to store passwords in files, and especially don't commit them in Git. You can have passwords in files, but don't commit them in Git. Let me make sure that was clear. So we want this file here set up so that we can, maybe connect to a database or an API or something within our application. But you should configure that on a production environment or your testing environment individually. You don't want to commit them to Git, because the history will always store those passwords, and if someone gets a hold of your passwords, they could get a hold of your secrets. You don't want that. So let's learn how to hide this file from Git. So right now, if we do git status, it wants to track that file. That's basically when it says untracked, it's saying, hey, I want to track this file. Will you let me? But we don't want it to. So let's create a gitignore file to prevent it from doing that. So gitignore is the file you can use to hide files from Git so it doesn't track them anymore. So secrets, JSON. You just list the file or directories that you want in here. You can look up some more documentation on how to do that, but this is the basics. So once you have a file listed in there and you do a git status again, you'll notice, so we have the git ignore, which is great. You want to commit that one. It tells you which files to ignore. And the secrets.json is no longer in the list, which is exactly what we wanted. So we want to be able to use it, but we don't want it stored in Git. So now let's do a git add. So a git add dot just adds all the current changes in the directory. And so now we have one new file to be committed. Let's do a git commit add gitignore, because that's what we did. Okay, now let's look at our changes here. So if you want to see all the different commits that you've made, you can do a git log. So git log, you can see that we've made really just 2 different commits. We made our initial commit on the master branch. It's kind of denoted by here. The latest changes on master are this commit. And then we made a branch, secrets, and added one more commit. So secrets has one more commit than master, and we want to pull that change into master. This is going along with my goal here to show you how to merge a branch in, right? So to do that, that's fun. There we go. Okay, so let's show it here. Okay, we want to pull secrets into master. So git checkout master is what we want to do. You need to check out the branch that you want to pull the code into. And then you do a git merge of the new branch that's being pulled in. So git merge secrets. And now if we do a git log, you can see that master and secrets are both up to date with the same commit. So you can see this commit was made first, then this commit was made second, and now they're both up to date. So that's how you merge the code. So I think that about covers it for this video. Super quick, super concise. Let me know if you have any questions, but otherwise, hopefully that was helpful, and have a good one.